Hey, how you doing? This is Bob here. Just sitting here full from that chili mac Drew made earlier. Delicious vegan chili. Thinking, man, I got a sweet tooth now, but I really don't want to use the period of a chicken because, again, that's disgusting. So, Drew, what do you think you made for us?
Bob, you know I got you covered, bud. So from here, I think I'm going to make these black bean brownies everybody's been hearing about and I've been talking about for a while. They're gluten-free, healthy, packed full of protein. Everybody's wondering about beans. Beans, they sound, oh, beans don't belong in brownies. But really, when you think about it, the only reason you think beans don't sound like they belong in brownies is because you have them usually in savory dishes when they add garlic, onions, salt, pepper, all that stuff. But really, beans don't have a whole lot of flavor. If you cook them in just water and maybe a little bit of salt to bring out some flavor, then whatever you add to it, they're delicious. I guarantee you, you're going to love them. Anyways, here's the black bean brownies. Hey guys, again, Vegan Nomada, coming right back at you from the command center. And just like Bob, I got a sweet tooth myself, but I don't want to eat something before I go to bed and wake up with a bomb stomach and feel like weighted down and just basically feel not want to jump up and seize the day like I do every day in the morning. Like I don't wake up. Ever since I went vegan and stopped eating garbage, I wake up with no stomach problems or anything. And I used to have the worst stomach, like as far as digestion, all sorts of stuff. But come to find out, it was just from the garbage I was putting in my body. So anyways, let's jump on these black bean brownies I've been talking about for a while, and I've let people try at work, and everybody just been asking for the recipe and all that, or sitting there wondering how can a black bean brownie be good. Well, these black bean brownies are so delicious that I'm going to show you how to make them. These are the B to the third power brownies. Black bean brownie. Alright, starting off, obviously, black beans. We got a cup and a half of black beans right here. I'm going to throw them in the food processor. Put this to the side. Going on here. You can use sugar in this. Before I've used a half a cup of sugar, but this time I was wanting to kind of take it a different route and use some maple syrup. Kind of keep it, bring a little of the Adirondacks into it. So instead of using a half cup of sugar, I got 1/4 cup of maple syrup right here. For that, this is basically one of those recipes you throw everything in the food processor, blend it up until it's almost got like a chocolate frosting consistency. Throw it in the oven, bake it, bring it out, and it's good to go. Because there's no eggs or anything like that, any of that disgusting stuff you need to worry about having to cook in there. So, I mean, I've made the brownies before. They're still kind of gooey on the inside, which most people probably wouldn't like. But in the end, it's a bean, so what's the problem? But these brownies should, if cooked right, you can come out and they look and taste and feel just like a brownie. So, all right, back to this. The flax meal, we got flax meal down here, which is basically ground up flax seed. That's going to use it's called a flax egg, which would be what binds it. So 1 heaping teaspoon, 2 heaping teaspoons, tablespoon, I'm sorry, not teaspoon. 2 heaping tablespoons of flax meal. And with that, we're going to finish the egg over here with 7 tablespoons of water. So I got 1, throw it in it, 1, 2, 3. I don't need to count for you guys anymore. Although it's good to count because I lose count. 5, 6. I got this bad habit, if I don't count out loud, I'll lose count and then I'll have to start over. Either that or it's hard to start over once it's already in there. Anyways, moving on. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, basically leavening agent. Kind of make it nice and fluffy. There's a half teaspoon right here, so that's 1/2. 1 and 1.5. Right here I got 3/4 cup unsweetened cocoa powder. Chocolate. Everybody loves chocolate. Right into the food processor. Like I said, it's all just a dump in the food processor. Blend it, scrape the sides real well. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm not really going to measure that, I'm just going to sprinkle it in there. What else we got here? That looks like that should be about it. I'm going to put the lid on it. Again, this is my safety. It's not really a good idea. I don't recommend it, but it's what. Oh, one more thing. You can't forget the fat. Over here, I melted 3 tablespoons of earth balance in here. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil. Basically, it's coming to fat. I wouldn't use extra virgin olive oil because that'll give it kind of its own taste that you really don't want. Put all this to the side. Now get back to it. Get back to it. Here we go. Safety. Where'd my safety go? Basically gonna put this up. You want to make sure and take a rubber spatula of some sorts, scrape the sides real well to get all the ingredients in there. But like I said, you're looking for a almost chocolate frosting like consistency, and if it's too thick, you can always add a little bit of water, but I think we're going to be just fine. As you can see, it's getting to that really smooth consistency that we're looking for. Another disclaimer, don't ever open up your food processor while it's going. Very dangerous. Alright, now that it's gotten to that consistency I want, I've got a little, like a loaf pan here. I took some of that earth balance before I melted it and wiped down the sides. That's just a little cocoa I spilled in there. But wipe down the sides, bottom, make sure you get in all the cracks there. Because that's pretty much what's going to be, that's what's going to keep your brownie from sticking. Now we're just going to take this. Don't let any of it go to waste. When I was a kid, and even to this day, I have this hard problem of making sure the brownie and doughs and stuff like that make it into the oven to make brownies themselves. My mom used to come around and she'd get mad at me because anytime she'd turn her head, I'd have my finger or spoon or something in that, and she'd ask me and I'd tell her no, but I'd have chocolate all around the creases of my mouth, so she'd know I was lying. She wouldn't get too mad at me, but she wasn't too happy, just because, you know, if there's not enough brownie batter in the thing, it's not really going to make a good brownie. But I got a weakness for batters. And this one's even better because you don't have to worry about those disgusting eggs in there, the possibility of salmonella from not cooking, because there's no salmonella in here. This is all just protein-packed deliciousness. The best part, in my book, is licking the spoon afterward. Oh man, that is so delicious. Now you see what she was talking about with the whole chocolate around the lips. I don't even care because it's awesome. It's so good that it doesn't even bother me. That you want to set your oven to about 350 degrees, and it should take about 20 to 25 minutes. My oven is not a very good oven. It's a little tiny thing with the seal broken, so it takes a little bit longer. But basically, you kind of want to do the same kind of brownie test where you take a fork or a toothpick or something nobody likes, stick it in there, and it should come out perfectly clean. Lucky for us, we don't have to wait for the brownie to be done. Just check it out. I already got one made. I pull it out. Look at that. Black bean brownie. B to the third, baby. B to the third. I'm gonna let it cool completely, take it out, cut it, and that's all I got for you guys tonight. I hope you enjoy this black bean brownie. Make plenty of them. Don't worry about as many as you eat because it's really there's a quarter cup of maple syrup in there, so that's really not even that much sugar. Enjoy. Thank you guys for watching, and go vegan, save the animals, torture free, harm free, stop the Holocaust. Anything else I can say? Just become informed. Vegan all the way, baby. This is Vegan Nomada signing off. Bye bye.